We welcome you back to CBS Mornings. We're about to hear from the mother of a murdered 6-year-old. His name was Jesse Lewis. His story led a conspiracy theorist to admit that he told lies for years about the Sandy Hook massacre. Last week, a jury awarded Scarlett Lewis, that's Jesse's mom, and Neil Heslin, that's Jesse's dad, more than $49 million in damages in their lawsuit against Alex Jones. The couple says that they were viciously harassed by his followers who believed his claim that the killings were staged. 20 children, we all remember this, 20 little children, and 6 adults were killed in the 2012 mass shooting. In her testimony, Scarlett Lewis confronted Jones directly.
Jesse was real. I am a real mom. I know you know that. That's the problem. I know you know that. And you keep saying it. You keep saying it. Why?
We should note that Alex Jones later acknowledged that the Sandy Hook shooting was, quote, 100% real. Scarlett Lewis joins us first on CBS Mornings. Good morning to you, Scarlett Lewis. I watched that video over and over, and I kept watching your face, wondering how you could be so calm speaking to him, because that's the first time, or was it the first time, you had seen him face to face?
Absolutely the first time live, yes. And I was literally looking into his eyes from the witness stand.
And so what were you thinking, Scarlett? Because at one point he had accused you of being a crisis actor. You're Jesse's mom. He accused you of being a crisis actor.
And by implication, arguing that Jesse never lived. You guys are actors, and Jesse was never a real boy in the real world.
Never existed.
Yeah. Take us in the courtroom that day for you as you're facing this man face to face.
Yeah.
He was so callous and cruel.
I was so nervous. I remember taking a cup of water and my hand was shaking. But then I looked into Alex Jones's eyes, who was sitting right in front of me, and I really felt, I could only feel compassion for him. And really, that's how I maintained my composure. I had already forgiven him, but that doesn't mean that you don't hold somebody accountable. And what I saw was just a man, a human being in pain, lonely, with no one there to testify for him. He had not a person there. And
I find your compassion extraordinary under the circumstances, because we all know how much you loved your little boy. Yeah. You had sued for $150 million in damages. You were awarded $49 million. What were your thoughts about the verdict? Did you think that it was fair? Were you angry about the verdict?
I thought that it was fair. And really my goal was to send a message about the importance of truth.
It wasn't about the money for you?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. No, I've been spreading a Choose Love movement for the past 9.5 years with the focus of keeping kids safe. And to me, everything that Alex Jones was saying about the tragedy not even being real, and 24% of the American public either doubting the facts around Sandy Hook or thinking that it didn't happen, was going directly against my goal, which is to keep kids safe and safeguard their well-being.
I never thought it could be about the money for you, because nothing, no amount of money could replace your little boy.
And you made a decision consciously to return to this terrible topic and confront Alex Jones in court. Right. That had to be a difficult choice for you. What is that message you're trying to send about the importance of truth, and why was it so important to you to walk this very difficult walk, and so publicly?
You know, I feel like I was standing up to my bully, a bully, just like my son had stood up to his bully, which was...
What do you mean by that?
Well, literally, Jesse stood up to the shooter who came into his first grade classroom at Sandy Hook Elementary School and saved 9 of his classmates' lives.
How did he do that?
The shooter had just killed his principal and guidance counselor right outside his door. He turned into Jesse's classroom. His gun either jammed or ran out of bullets. And during the short delay, Jesse called for his friends to run. And he is literally credited with saving 9 of their lives. And so I'm sitting on the stand and I'm thinking, you know, in comparison to what Jesse did, this is the easier job for sure. Safeguarding truth in our country. My attorney literally asked the jury to choose love over fear and hatred, and they did.
Yeah. You mentioned Choose Love and that movement, which is a nonprofit that you founded in Jesse's name. What do you hope people take away from that?
I hope that they take away the fact that our personal power as human beings is in our ability to choose in any moment how we thoughtfully respond. And responding with love is the powerful choice. It feels good, and it's going to lead to a safer, more peaceful and loving world. And it's all of our choices every single day from the moment we wake up.
Scarlett, I'm in awe of you, honestly, because I just think I'm still haunted by, as we all are, haunted by that day at Sandy Hook. How you're able to talk so comfortably about this.
Such poise.
With such poise and such grace, considering it had to be one of the worst moments of your life.
Well,
how are you able to do this?
A message that my 6-year-old son left on our kitchen chalkboard is really the reason. He wrote 3 words: nurturing, healing, love.
And at 6 years old?
At 6 years old.
Wow.
Phonetically spelled, because he was in 1st grade and just learning to write.
Yes.
But I knew that was a spiritual awareness that he had, that he wasn't going to be on earth for very much longer. It was a message of comfort for his family and friends, but also inspiration. It's where we needed to turn in order to survive and thrive.
Gayle was asking how you deal and how you heal. We are in terrible times. I'll just call it what it is. Seems like we're talking about a mass shooting on a weekly basis.
Over 350 since Sandy Hook 9.5 years ago.
It might hit us differently because it hasn't impacted us. We're just delivering the news to our viewers. But to you, when you read another story, turn on the news, you see another story about a mass shooting, how does that affect you?
It's devastating. It's devastating, and it makes me double down on my efforts because I am literally trying to change our direction in our country towards truth and love and away from fear and hate. And I believe that we're making progress, but we need everybody to join the movement in order to be successful.
Extraordinary
But
example.
Alex Jones is still talking, isn't he?
Any remorse?
He's still talking.
Any remorse from him? When you were looking in his eyes, and from our camera angle, we can't see his face.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there remorse there?
I believe that there was. I believe that he knows that Sandy Hook happened and that he's made bad choices. And I believe that he could make different choices going forward. I think that he wants to. I think sometimes greed gets in the way. But, we have one life. And we're here really to love and support one another. And I hope that he makes that decision. I know that he knows now that it is a choice that he can make.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
And I have
Scarlett.
hope.
Let me
I'm in awe
just
of
say
you,
this.
too.
It's not a surprise that Jesse wrote the word nurturing on the chalkboard at your house. He didn't get that way by himself.
Right.
He didn't get that way by himself.
Right.
Scarlett, thank you so much
Thank
for coming
you.
to talk to us this morning. Thank you.